Hi parents, it's Kristen Lascola, the junior high pastor here at North Coast Church in Fallbrook. This is your weekend recap of what we talked about in the junior high service on Sunday. It was kind of a sad Sunday because it was our 8th graders' last Sunday class with us. So next Sunday they will be considered 9th graders and they will be attending the high school group, which meets in the cafeteria on Sundays at the high school. And then they'll have their first volume this Wednesday or next Wednesday coming up, and they're doing a pool party, I believe. So I will be there to help them transition in, so hopefully your student can join. So on Sunday we talked about a story found in 1 Kings 7:13 through 22, and it's the story of actually the contractor for the temple that King Solomon built, and it was a guy named Hiram. And I told the students, at first glance it looks like one of those passages that we read and we wonder when we are going to get to the point, because the Bible goes on and on and on and on about all the details that Hiram attended to when he made these columns, and he engraved pomegranates and lilies and chains and lattice work. He was a bronze worker and he did all of this elaborate detail. The only thing is he did all that elaborate detail at the very top of about 30-foot high pillars. And so we talked about how the Bible doesn't necessarily say what his motivation was, but you have to think that at one point he was standing up there thinking, I might be the only human being to ever see all of this detail. And so we might infer that, Hiram's motivation was that he did his best work, not for the praise of man, but for the praise of God, to be only seen by God's eyes, and it was an act of worship to him. And so then we started asking this question, who is your audience? Because different audiences will applaud you for different things, and different audiences will boo you for different things. And so you have to know whose applause you're working for. And in a church group, the obvious answer is God is your audience. But I told the students, when you really want to say that joke so bad and it's such a temptation, you're going to get a laugh out of your friends, but it might be a little bit of a shady one. Well, if you say it, then you're communicating that your friends are your audience because you really want to get that approval, that laughter. Or even to put on the positive side, like if you want to do something good, and you want to be seen by others for doing that good thing, and you want the attention and the approval and the pat on the back, you might be doing something good, but your audience is still other people. And so we said that, how you live and what you say, where you go, what you do, and who you're friends with, a lot of that is going to be based on how you live your life, answering the question, who is your audience? And so, I told them it's going to be a decision you're going to have to make every single day. You can't just sit here on this Sunday and say, yeah, God's my audience. Okay, check. It's going to be a decision you have to make every day, and quite honestly, multiple times a day. And it's going to, you're going to have to choose in those situations, whose applause am I working for? And really, God is the only one who can reward or truly punish us. And so, I told them, hey, work for the one who can actually reward you. So I hope that this gives you some insight on what we did, and maybe you can further the conversation with your student. Just ask them, it's different things maybe that they observe at school or whatever, and just ask them, when kids do certain things, whose approval do you think they're working towards in what they have observed? So anyways, hope this helps, and we'll see you next week.